Well, hello, everybody.
So if you go on a beach trip and you don't listen to the Beach Boys at all, like not even a single song, is that okay?
I think so.
All right, well, good, because we didn't listen to a single Beach Boys song the entire time.
You may have. I did not either.
No, I... All right, so this week we do a recap of a week at the beach.
Yeah, super fun time.
Went to a baseball game. Saw a guy wearing a Twilight shirt at Costco.
Oh, you're going to have to listen in if you want some more details, though.
And what else we do? We
went to a baseball game.
A handful of old man moments.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of old men. Hit up a fair, carnival, what do you want to call it?
Some funny quotes from moi.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Good stuff. If you like Taco Bell, you're going to start rethinking your life right now.
Yeah. All right, Brandon, hit it.
Oh, yeah! Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon.
Hola.
Oh, bilingual. I like it.
Yeah.
Very nice, Johnny.
Thank you.
I have a lot this week. I know that you have a couple things on here. I got a lot this week.
I know one thing that I have.
We just got back from a trip at the beach.
Yeah.
Loved it. Had a great time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And there's a handful of things that I want to talk about from that trip. I'm going to start it off unless you want to go.
Okay. So, we go up to the beach, and then we have the time of our lives.
Had a great time. Great boogie board and good water, good company.
Yeah.
It was a family trip. Sometimes family vacations aren't everything they're cracked up to be. This one was a good time.
Yeah, this one was pretty fun. We had everything.
All right, so as we were driving up, so we're taking two cars. I mean, not really my family's in one car, but then Addison and Brandon and baby Eliza, they're in another car.
Yeah.
And so we stop in Victorville, lovely Victorville, wonderful metropolis.
Oh, yeah, Victorville's amazing. Definitely know where that is.
And that's where we stopped for lunch to get Costco.
Oh.
All you can eat, or whatever you want to eat at Costco.
Yeah, there's samples galore.
We didn't even try the samples. We just went straight food court because we kind of wanted to get out of there.
Have you seen the episode of Modern Family where Cam and whatever his name is go to Costco? He's like, I don't really want to go to Costco.
And he falls in love with it.
Yeah, he's like, this is the greatest thing ever. We can buy like 2 years of diapers.
All right, so anyway, we're eating at the food court because we're classy. I got a hot dog. And
I got a hot dog and a piece of pizza.
And I saw a guy wearing a Twilight shirt.
And is this the Twilight Zone shirt or the Twilight vampire movie?
The Twilight vampire werewolf movie. Now, a book and movie I have never read or seen.
Let me tell you, they're both terrible. I haven't read the book or watched the movie. I've seen a little bit of the movie, but
I know your sisters liked him and your mom liked it.
I literally walked over to I was at my friend's house and I walked into the room and his sister's watching Twilight, and there's this part where the girl's figuring out that the vampire's a vampire, and he's like, "You're like my own personal thing of heroin." I was like, "What?"
Anyway, he was with the girl. It looked like a girlfriend, wife, whatever, something like that. But I just thought, man, that's pretty funny. Like what we ought to do is just start wearing
Twilight shirts.
Just funny, like Barbie shirts, Twilight shirts, like shirts that you would typically associate with things that women like. Maybe we ought to just start wearing shirts like that, just to be like,
"Oh my goodness, I love your shirt."
Yeah, we'll just be like, "Hey, I'm man enough to wear a Twilight shirt." Like that. Yeah. That dude to me, and he was tatted up. He was like kind of a hardcore looking guy wearing a Twilight shirt.
Not what I remember. What I remember was he had glasses on, I should probably say square glasses. He's a little larger than the average bear.
No, man, he was. This guy was, I think you got him confused. This guy was like a normal-looking guy. Wearing a Twilight t-shirt. And whom amongst us doesn't want, Renee has some werewolf shirts, which is kind of funny. Werewolf, it's like a wolf howling at the moon.
Yeah.
That's just kind of funny. And so I think we did it, sarcastically, and then we actually, hey, I kind of like that.
What? It's like Dwight.
It's like Dwight. That's what I'm talking about. It's kind of funny. It's one of those things you're like, hey, I'm going to wear this shirt because it's sarcastically funny. And then you're like, turns out you actually enjoy the shirt.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm out on the beach, okay? I'm in the waves, I'm Nobody else is with me, and I'm thinking, like, whoever made tag is a genius. And then I'm thinking, well, they should make a commercial for tag, you know?
Like, as a product to advertise?
Yeah, or like I don't know, like, you should play tag. And you're like...
Well, who's selling tag? Like, you know, I mean, I guess every now and then there's public service announcements like, this brought to you by the Ad Council, and it's like a,
play tag.
Don't smoke, or something like that, or, you know.
But...
And so maybe this is part of, like, the, hey, get out and run, like, let's not be obese, play tag.
Yeah, so whoever, like, made tag is either a pervert or, like, really dumb. Because, I mean, like, okay, I'm going to explain this game to you, okay? Okay? So, basically, you're going to run away from me, okay? But I'm going to try and touch you, okay?
Anywhere. I can touch you anywhere.
And then once I touch you, then you have to chase me.
Then you are it.
Yeah, you're
You are, and the it is never defined.
Yeah, you are just it.
So maybe the it is it's a game of contagion, and you catch the perv.
Yeah, you're running away from the pervert, and then the perv they just try to touch you. You know, it's just, and then it goes on and on.
Yeah, it's interesting. I never thought of it in the perverted moonlight there, Johnny. Thank you.
Well, I mean, I was just thinking, like, you know, I was in the beach and like, what's going on here? You know? So
the beach, we talked about water parks a while ago, and the beach is interesting in a similar way to water parks to me. And the reason why I say it's interesting, so like, you know, let's say that we were having a group of people over to our house for just to hang out.
Yeah.
And you know, they're like, well, what's the dress code? And if I said, oh, just show up in a bra and panties to the girls and just show up in a pair of boxer shorts to the guys, I think most people would look at me like, what in the world are you talking about? Like, we're not showing up at your house dressed like that.
But then
But if we say, hey, let's go to the beach.
It's like, okay, I'll show up in a bra and panties now.
I'm going to call it a bikini or a swimsuit so it's different and it's okay. But it's just kind of... it's just funny, like, there's certain things that are okay in certain areas, but they wouldn't be okay in other areas.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm actually with you on this one. I was like, where is he going with this? Why would somebody show up to his house in a bra, panties? And he's like, the beach. I was like, oh, yeah. Of course.
If we're going to, we're one piece in it, we're two piece in it, whatever it is.
No piece in it.
Well, that's not the kind of beach I'm going to, but
yeah.
But that's just, to me, that's one of those things that's interesting, like,
yeah.
You know, I could be one of those people that, like, I'm not just going to go to your house and show up without a shirt on and hang out for hours, but somehow go in your backyard and sit on a chair for hours and, you know, whatever, have a barbecue with no shirt on.
In the pool.
And I'm super white.
Oh, yeah, I can tell. But if you're super white, then I am. There's, like, not a color for me.
You said something last time. It was funny, man. You said you are new shoe white.
Yeah.
That was great, man. That was a great line. We went to the Orange County Fair when we were down there.
My gosh. Okay. I love that place. It was awesome.
You did some crazy rides. Now, I did post one of the rides that Uncle Nate was filming.
What?
I posted on the gram.
Wait. Was it the Joker 360? Or
It wasn't the one that I saw you on. It was one that Nate saw you on. So it was upside down and spinning. So probably the Joker 3. I think I filmed on the Mach 1, which I haven't posted.
Oh, no way. Yes. That one was fun. I pretended to be passed out.
I saw you at one point. I thought, I wonder if he passed out or if he's just being Johnny.
Yeah, but we can't tell. Cut.
Nope, no cut. We're going live, brother. So, all right, so we go to the Orange County Fair. You hit up some of the rides. I didn't. I was more interested in the food. I felt sick because I'm old. That might be part of my old man moment, is I can't handle the greasy food like I used to.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Old Spice. But I've seen Dippin' Dots at fairs for years. Like, for probably 20 plus years.
Yeah.
And Dippin' Dots slogan, I don't know if it still is, but it used to be ice cream of the future. Now, I don't know what kind of world they're living in.
Why would you would you rather have a bunch of rainbow colored balls, or would you rather have a blob of ice cream?
A big scoop of ice cream.
Yeah.
Like on a cone, like on a waffle cone dipped in chocolate.
Yeah. I would not, I swear, Dippin' Dots is... Okay. I have a hot take.
Do your hot take right now?
Hot takes? Dippin' Dots suck.
Yeah, I'm not going to use that's potty talk to me, so I'm not going to use
Dippin' Dots are not as good.
Dippin' Dots are not the ice cream of the future. Like, if the future is terrible, then Dippin' Dots are the ice cream of the future.
Yeah.
But, if we're able to salvage what's going on in this world and we can make it a better place, then let's hope that Dippin' Dots are not a part of the future.
If you want to make a world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change.
Thank you. And part of that change is getting rid of Dippin' Dots ice cream.
Dippin' Dots, look at yourself and change.
I think Dippin' Dots, take a look in the mirror and say, we are going to just file for bankruptcy and cease to exist. We're done.
I declare bankruptcy.
All right, Dippin' Dots, you're out. Yeah, I've had it. I would rather just have literally almost any kind of ice cream other than Dippin' Dots.
Poop type ice cream?
So, we're at the fair. I'm not talking flavors. I'm talking styles.
Oh.
Like soft serve.
Wait, what? I'm so confused.
Like soft serve? Do you know what soft serve ice cream is?
No.
Like the McDonald's ice cream cone? That's soft serve.
Okay, then what's the difference between a McDonald's ice cream cone and then Thrifty's?
So Thrifty's is just ice cream. It's not as soft.
There's not... What?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's hard. It's not like a baseball. Oh, this ice cream just got me in the head.
What about this softball? Dunk.
So there's soft serve, which is, again, it's like a McDonald's ice cream cone or Chick-fil-A. Or then there's like Thrifty's or Handles or whatever else you want to go. And that's just ice cream. That's just normal ice cream.
What about Joe's Italian Ice?
That is Italian ice. It's totally different. That is Italian ice. It's shaved ice. That is ice flavored with
This is why I'm not in the ice cream business right now.
That's part of it. That is definitely one of the reasons.
Yeah.
All right, so there's economies in different spots in the world where it's just things are weird and they make sense in the moment, but when you step out of that moment, it doesn't make any sense.
What's going on? Yeah.
So we're heading to the carnival or the fair last night, the Orange County Fair. Mm-hmm. Parking's terrible. There's no parking anywhere. Yeah. And so what did we do? So
we look at this sign and it says driveway parking. So we pull up and then he's like $50 and we're like, okay. And then we go over to the fair.
And that's what's crazy is in any situation, I'm not paying $50 to park in anybody's driveway.
But it made sense in the moment, though.
And that's what I'm saying. There's economies that make sense in certain circumstances, but don't really make sense outside of it. If right now you just called one of your buddies and said, and they said, "Oh, how was your trip?" And you said, "Oh, it was great. We paid $50 to park in a driveway."
They're like, nice, man. That's a good deal.
Hey, look, you like, what? What is wrong with you? Why would you do that? And you're like, well, it just made sense in the moment. I mean, if you think of, like, with us pulling in that spot, probably saved us 30 minutes to an hour of time.
Yeah.
Because just finding a spot, weren't familiar with the landscape. And so...
He also said, like, it's like, you're like, $50? Man. And he's like, you're not going to find anywhere else to park. And you're like,
yeah, and he's right. And so, look, there were 7 of us in that car.
Yeah.
And so you think of the time value of money, like if 7 of us have to drive around for another 30 minutes... That's 30 minutes. We're not in the fair. We're not taking advantage of that, whatever we're going to see and do there.
Yeah.
And so it's just, at the time, it made sense.
Yeah. Okay. So, I have something to say. Wait, are you done?
Well, I'm going to turn that on its head a little bit, where then we also went to a baseball game.
Oh yeah.
Now, we don't drink beer. At least I don't. Do you drink beer?
No.
A beer was $18.
That's a terrible price. I would never buy that.
A bottle of water, how much was a bottle of water? Like $10 or something?
$12
for a bottle of water.
Maybe $15, I think.
And so that's just crazy. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I think, I don't know beer prices well, but I think you could probably go and buy a case of beer for $18. But in that seat, in that stadium, that is an $18 product.
And it's just a single can.
Yeah. A hot dog, I think a hot dog was $10. We bought a hot dog at Costco for $1.50.
Yeah, but
and it was a bigger dog.
What are you going to do? You're just going to sit there? I mean, you could.
You got to start smuggling dogs into games.
Ruff, ruff.
All right, I'm done with the economies of situations.
So, yes. So, if you're afraid of rides or something, or skydiving, or not skydiving, but like super scary rides or something, I mean, I would tell yourself, you're going to be fine, Like, the worst thing that can happen is you throw up or pass out, maybe. You know what I mean?
The worst thing, like the literal worst thing is you could die. Like that's the literal worst thing. But still, like you're a young buck.
Yeah.
And you don't get motion sickness right now. Let's hope you don't.
I got a little bit on that boat.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah.
But like on rides, like you're good. Your inner ear, your equilibrium, like you're good. But if I go on some of those rides that you went on,
yeah,
I'm talking massive headache, nausea, and like I'm done. Like I feel like crap for the day. So that's part of my worst thing. So sure, you're going on this thrilling ride that I don't enjoy because it's like my stomach is just all twisting and turning on me.
Yeah.
And then I have a headache, and then I feel nauseous.
Yeah.
And then I could die. That is the other part of my old man moment. Also brought to you by Old Spice. Still continuing.
How are you gonna die, huh?
So people occasionally look. We've talked about this, I think, in the past.
Yeah.
The rides those crazy upside down twirl whirl rides you were going on yesterday.
Yeah.
2 days ago, we're on the freeway.
Mm-hmm.
And some dude without a engineering degree, some dudes just put that stuff they put it together.
How do you know they don't have an engineering degree?
I'm making a leap of faith here that they don't.
Okay.
And so to me, I'm just saying that it's a little crazy that these things that were just a day ago, 2 days ago on the freeway now are thrown up quickly, potentially haphazardly.
Yeah.
And we're just like, well, it should be safe. It's at the fair.
I mean, like if somebody gets hurt or dies or something, I mean, only benefits come from that, though. You're talking a lawsuit by like they're making a ton of money, though, right?
Johnny, money can't buy you. Imagine it was you that died, and so now they're like, "Hey, we're sorry that this kid died,
but we'll give you like $3 million."
Do you think? Am I supposed to be happy now?
No,
I don't have. You couldn't pay me to have $3 million worth of memories. But I'd probably take
it anyway.
I mean, so look, like it's great. I think maybe what I need to do is I'm old. I'm an old man.
Agreed.
I already have 2 old man moments. I'm gonna have another one coming up here. But to me, like going on those rides that's a crazy man's game. And look, you're playing the averages, and the averages are in your favor. Because I don't think anybody died last night, at least that I have heard of.
Yeah, Dad. Also, okay, another thing. You literally been seeing, like, the chances that it's going to break. Like, you were looking at people going on the ride just barely. You know?
Sure.
People have gone on it before.
And people go on it after.
Yeah, exactly.
And people have died before, and people will die after as well. So that's part of the logic that I'm making is people can die, have died. Now, maybe I'm not going to be that one. Because you could do that with everything, right? You could, people die driving their cars all the time. People die of heart attacks running marathons, whatever. Like, you can answer these what-if things. But sometimes you get to a certain point where you're like, the benefits of that ride are none. Like, to me, there's no benefit of going on one of those rides.
Yeah. Like,
literally nothing about that other than I could say, yeah, I went on this stupid, crazy ride with my son who I love. But then he died and I got $3 million. So that's supposed to make up for it.
Okay, well, so you know how you said that if you went on a ride, you get nauseous and stuff like that and a headache?
Yeah.
Wonder who could fix that?
Let's hear it.
Doc R. Haldeman, LLC.
How could she help that? By
acupuncture, gua sha, cupping, microcurrent, right?
Yeah, microcurrent treatments. There's all sorts of stuff that she could do to help out with that. And in fact, so we'll talk about our fishing trip in a little bit because she did give me some acupuncture after that trip because I felt like crap. Like I was dizzy. And
you threw up.
I was going to get there, but all right.
Okay, but you can contact Dr. Haldeman at 702-258-7860. That is 702-258-7860.
So kind of, we came home from our trip, and unfortunately, Renee didn't join us on the home stretch.
Yeah, where is she?
She's in Seattle right now. She's actually doing some...
Welcome to Miami.
No, Seattle. Completely opposite ends of the country.
What?
Yeah, like they're as far away as I think 2 cities could probably be.
Welcome to Miami.
And so anyway, she's in Seattle at a seminar learning different techniques of doing like injectables with acupuncture. So I'm kind of excited to hear more about that when she gets back.
tequila shots and then acupuncture,
No, you're way off. There's no tequila shots. We don't promote alcoholism. All right, so we went on a charter fishing trip.
Oh.
Went on a boat, and it was a good-sized boat, and there was a handful of us on there. We went fishing, and you want to tell us anything about that trip?
I caught a fish. David caught a fish. Brandon caught 6 fishes. You caught...
I think it's just fish.
Fishes.
The plural of fish is fish.
The plural of fishes is fishes.
Okay. I caught 2, and Nate caught 4.
Yeah, so that's a grand total of 14.
All right, we'll check the math on that later. But
No, 14.
So, you're
6
right.
plus
you're right,
4
yeah. For some
plus
reason, because Nate
2.
threw 2 back. So,
Oh.
or somebody threw 2 back. I don't know. Somehow we threw 2 back.
Yeah, I threw 2 back. I only caught 1 though. So.
But it was a good time, and any takeaways from that? Would you do it again?
I'd probably do it again.
So for what it cost, I wouldn't. I'm not a big fisherman.
If we caught a shark, then I would.
So and that's a different trip, right? Because if we're going for big game, you got to go out deeper. You probably got to be out longer, and so that's a different trip. Yeah. And so to me, so here's the problem I had getting to my third old man moment of the podcast.
Oof.
I mean, most of the people that are listening to this are so old they already turned it off.
Yeah.
They're like, how old is this guy? I lost my guts on that boat, man. And it was funny because, I mean, we were on this boat for 6 hours. For the first probably 2.5 hours, I was fine. Like, no issues at all. And then, I don't know what it was. Like, all of a sudden, something like I started getting a little, like, my stomach just kind of hurting a little bit. And I'm like, I'm fine. Like, I'm going to be okay. I'm fine. Yeah. I'm like, at least that's what I'm telling myself. And then at one point, I go into the boat because I had to go pee in the cabin there. And so I'm peeing, and as that was happening, there was a couple of, like, just the boat movements that it just put my stomach into high gear.
Yeah.
And again, I get out, I'm like, no, I'm good, I'm fine. And
you're saying that to yourself.
I'm saying that to myself, and then all of a sudden we're like, hey, let's go to another area. The guy's driving, and just something hit my stomach of like, nope, you're not good. And I just, boom. Were you there? Or were you sleeping?
Oh, I was asleep.
So, talk about old man. All right, so I'm old man thrown up. You're such an old man. You fell asleep on a fishing trip.
Okay, so hold up. That's not an old man thing.
That is an old man thing.
No, because
we just got it. I mean, we got up early, but that's old. You're old.
No, I'm 13. Excuse me.
Acting like you're 310.
At least I didn't throw up.
And I did. Oh my! I lost my eggs were gone. All the water I just drank was gone. I did feel better afterwards.
Yeah, but then you almost threw up at the end again.
Yeah, I kind of started. I was like, all right, look at the skyline. Look at the skyline.
Well, that's really nice.
Yeah, I did throw up again.
Yeah, but yeah. Okay, so I woke up at what time? 5 o'clock.
Yeah, because we had to be there at like 6. So.
I know that was like I'm not trying to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You know.
Yeah, we're not about that business.
Yeah.
Do you have any movies to review on a podcast that does not review movies? Brought to you by Cinemark in the future. Get your movie pass, get discounts on tickets, don't pay any fees, get a break on concessions.
Well, we did watch a little bit of Men in Black 1, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a pretty good movie.
Have you seen that before?
I remember when I was young. I don't know how, like probably 8 years old, and I was like a baby or something. And once that guy, like after,
I remember you got scared to death, like when somebody gets spammed, like slimed or blown up or.
No. So it was when I saw like the guy's eyes blink side. It was like,
right.
And also was that before or after the guy was like a slime fish guy?
I think the slime fish guy happens first, then blink eye guys.
So there's they stopped the Mexican border thing.
Uh-huh.
They kill that one guy. Everybody has slime on them. Then the blink eye guy thinks.
And then there's the bug guy.
Yeah, the bug guy. That was freaky. I didn't see the bug part. I was like, this is way too scary.
So I don't have any movies to review, but we've been watching a little bit of Modern Family, and that's a lot of good laughs on that.
Yeah.
So that's all right. Okay, well, that's that. You've said a couple funny things this week that I took note of. One of them I think should literally be Taco Bell's new slogan. Do you remember this one?
I think so.
Okay, do you want me to quote it? Or do you?
Yeah, you quote it.
All right, you said Taco Bell. Would you like some diarrhea? I'm sorry. I gotta do this. You said, "Welcome to Taco Bell. Would you like some diarrhea with your order?"
Oh, that's just. I mean,
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's about. It's coming anyway, right? Might as well make some money out of it. Another thing that you said this week that was funny to me was you said, "I'm bulking for the rest of my life."
Oh yeah, all the way.
What's your goal?
Probably like 1,000.
1,000 pounds?
Yeah, 1,000 pounds of food eaten.
Oh, you'll definitely eat 1,000 pounds of food in your life, but you're saying you want to weigh 1,000 pounds?
I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure yet. I kind of just want to step on the scale and you know.
You want to be like, in order to weigh yourself, you have to go to like a cargo area.
Yeah, like
like on The Office.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, I saw a sign as we were driving home from California today.
Yeah.
It said, "Speed enforced by aircraft." So I just want you to think about that in your mind. And I want you to think, okay, if the speed is enforced by aircraft, what is, like, just...
What is the aircraft enforced by?
Well, what does that mean? If speed is enforced by aircraft, what does that mean to you?
Your cars are all powered by aircraft by now.
No,
the cars are flying by now.
No.
Was it a legit sign or was it like...
It's a sign. I've seen this sign for like 30 years. I've seen this sign for a long time.
So you've been thinking about this riddle for 30 years.
So a lot of times you'll see like speed enforced by radar, meaning like the cops have a radar gun. And
that means that there's planes. There's planes looking.
Sure, but what...
What are they going to do? Yeah, what are they going to do?
That's what I'm saying. Like all of a sudden there's like an F-15 like gets down, it's like right there, window level, is like pull over. You're like,
it's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing.
And so you pull over, like then that guy's gonna have to land. How long is that gonna take? Then so really I think when you see a sign that says speed enforced by aircraft,
that means you can speed up.
That means just go as fast as you want, because like what are they gonna, like there's an airplane up above, and so it's gonna say there's a black minivan traveling 95 miles an hour. Attack!
Shoot him down.
Yeah. I mean, it's just silly. Like, and maybe that's a fear deterrent. You know, it's like, if we put it here, then people aren't going to want to drive fast.
Yeah.
It just seems silly. Like, we've got to have a listener. Like, we got thousands of listeners, so we got to have somebody who is
thousands of listens.
And
wait, what? We have thousands?
Just go with it, all right? Look, we listened to this in the car. There were 7 people in the car that I was driving in. Uh-huh. And so, look, that's one listen, but that was 7. So if every listen's times 7, times 8, times 10, which it probably is, I think they're making kids listen to this in school nowadays.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's a new subject. It's called C&P. Wait, no, C.
Cats in the podcast.
Cats in the podcast.
So anyway, I just think you. So
CNCP.
If you are in highway patrol and you think there's legitimacy behind the speed is enforced by aircraft, you gotta let us know.
Okay, but so here's what I'm thinking. Okay, so you're driving, somebody pulls over the side of the road, launches some fireworks, and then the aircraft's above.
They're not blowing anybody up. I think the intent of it is the aircraft would be flying, somehow radio, like do a radar, and they'd see, this car is
going too fast,
and then they would radio, California Highway Patrol and say, hey, there's a Corvette that's going 100 miles an hour, get them. And they're like, we're sleeping, we don't want to get them.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So there's no guns.
Well, okay. I mean, like, that could work, but I feel like I'd rather just have, like, the radar gun, because they could be sitting there, sitting there eating donuts or something like that. And then like, or they just have the aircraft do the work for them.
When I think the room for error, like if an aircraft is doing it, like how do we know that they were pointing to the right vehicle when they were shooting the radar gun?
I don't know. Like, so it's a little wobbly up here. Like, it's a little windy. Laser.
And by the way, there's hundreds of cars on the road. So
yeah.
So which Tesla was speeding? The black one? Oh, which one of those? You mean like the 899 of them that are out there? I mean, come on.
Yep, so, there's 3 Teslas that I just pulled over.
If you see a sign that says speed enforced by aircraft, pedal to the metal, baby.
Sounds good to me.
All right, sounds good. You said another thing that was funny this week.
Yeah.
And this is kind of a hot take, but it was funny while you said it.
What was it?
Cornhole is for old people.
Oh, I think I said this on the podcast.
No, you said that to me. You said that as I was trying to get cornhole into the van.
Oh.
And you said, Dad, why are you bringing that cornholes for old people?
It is. And we never played it once.
Because we didn't bring it. Because you guilted me saying it's for old people. And so I missed out. And we missed out on a wonderful opportunity to play cornhole together.
Well, I mean, I'd rather...
You could have been so good at cornhole. This could be your claim to fame. This could be...
I'd rather play spike ball or, like, smash ball or something like that.
And so which of those did you play?
Smash ball.
Okay, all right.
We didn't pull that spike ball. I didn't know where it was.
You know, we started to, and then I forgot to bring a pump, and so our ball was deflated.
Just like your brain, old man.
One of these days I'm going to understand what you're talking about, and I'll catch up to you.
Me too.
Anyway, look, I love, to me, the beach is one of the best vacations you can go on.
Also, shout out to Grandma, who, this was her first time going to the beach.
So she's been to the beach before, but let's gaslight her and convince her that, yeah. I mean, I'm so proud of her for going to the beach. Like, she's had this huge fear of sand.
Oh, my gosh. And she faced it?
She faced that fear.
Oh, my.
We made her a sandwich. We told her, we're like, you know, you got to put sand in between 2 pieces of bread. That's why it's called a sandwich.
Yeah, you got to put sand in there.
Yeah, sand. Put sand in that sandwich. Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah.
So she didn't really do that, but she did go to the beach. She listened to some books, and she watched people play in the water. She did not go in the water.
Yeah, like, so I'm not joking. I actually thought that this was her first time going to the beach. I was like, you lived a whole life, and you never went to the beach once, and she's like,
I would argue if you haven't been to the beach, you have not lived a whole life.
I know.
I mean, if you've never gone to a public place to fromp around in your underwear, you have not lived. But no, the beach is wonderful. So this was probably one of the best parts of my trip. So it was cold yesterday morning. It was chilly.
Yeah.
We were in the water. Or I guess you guys were in the water. It was foggy, overcast. You guys were kind of swimming, and I was just kind of bundled up because it was breezy, and I was kind of being a wimp. And it was cold. But then I had to go. What did I have to do? I went with Addison to get something to eat, and I was taking baby Liza on the bike ride, which was fun.
Wait, she was in the basket?
No, she was on the baby Bjorn. On my chest. And
Bjorn.
So, yeah, that's what it's called. BJORN.
Is that like a name of somebody that carried her?
I don't know. It's the name of the company. I don't know.
Bjorn.
Bjorn. So anyway, I'm doing that, and then afterwards I had to take Renee to the airport because she was flying out to her seminar thing. And when I came back, you and your brothers and Brandon were already done at the beach. You know, I
already took a shower.
You were showered up, sun blocks off. Like I'm done. Like I'm just gonna chill, watch a little bit of Modern Family, get some laughs in. Get ready to go to the fair. Yeah. And I was like, guys, let's go. The sun's out now.
Yeah.
And I kind of guilted you guys into going, and we went. Well, I just said, come on, let's be a man. Let's go to the beach. And so that's what we did. We went back to the beach.
Yeah.
And that part, us playing in those waves, man, I got some good old rides. I had a lot of fun. I
was surprised how early you dropped out, though.
Well, my feet were numb at that point. It was time to be done.
How did... My feet were not numb the whole time.
Well, that's what happens when you get old. David's toes are starting to get numb on him. And so anyway, here's what's funny. So we come back, shower, and then I'm downstairs and I'm talking to Amy and Luna and Nate and stuff and Amaya. And they're like, well, let's go back to the beach. And so guess what I did? I went back again.
What, without me?
Yeah, you said you didn't want to go again.
What? When?
I don't know. When I went, we had a blast. Luna caught some waves. She was body surfing.
Oh, okay.
And I caught some more waves boogie boarding. It was a good time. Good time. Great trip. Good times. Good company.
My favorite part was when we left. No, I'm joking. My favorite part was probably the carnival.
Was it really?
Yeah, I'm not joking. Like, the rides were so fun. Me and Max went on them, and it was super funny.
Well, what I'd say is my favorite part was I learned that I don't ever need to go to a fair ever again.
Why?
I'm old.
Okay, They did not sell those plastic guns.
I know you're upset about it. You wanted that cheap generic machine gun that would have broken by the time we got home.
Yeah, I know. Because like Ralph was like, Jonathan, hand it over here, and he's like, I'm like, no, and boom,
fire and no bullets.
All right.
Well,
that's about it.
No, that's about it.
That's all, folks.
All right.
Bye.